Hey guys, so we're literally a minute away from this being revealed here. I'm going to be refreshing this page as soon as the clock turns 11 p.m. my time, which is when this should be revealed. They've decided for whatever reason not to make this a video on YouTube. They said the next new character will be revealed here and on the official Facebook page. So 14 UTC, let's go ahead and refresh and we'll see what this is. They couldn't even create the effort to make this a YouTube video. Let's see what this is. All right. Nothing. All right, I guess we're waiting a little longer. Let's refresh again, maybe? I have my phone with notifications. Oh, here we go. Here we go. Okay, we knew this was coming. Fan favorite Universe 7 characters are joining the battle on 118, which is tomorrow. You won't want to miss their arrival. Oh, there is a YouTube link. Okay. Sure, let's open up the YouTube link instead. Okay. Okay. Legends Limited 17. Okay. It's the Aniraza attack.
Of Universe 7.
And that's it. that's it. That's the entire thing. It's an EX. We knew this was coming. An EX Android 18, which was what the teaser was for. That was obvious. And I knew it was going to be an EX. And then it's LF 17. And his LF animation is the animation that he does against Aniraza. Obviously, that's the art, right? This is the punch that he does against Aniraza. Honestly, I feel like the LF could have been the attack he did against Jiren, where like he sort of trapped him in his barrier. To me, that's a much cooler attack than whatever this punch is. This is literally just a punch, right? It's the build up for it is cool. Like the fact that he had the courage to just fly up to him and punch him like he did was cool, but the actual attack at the end of the day is literally just a punch with a swirling green effect on the fist. Let's go ahead and watch this again. Let's see. Let's start from here. So let's see if we can. I'm gonna actually mute this. Let's see if we can analyze what he's doing. All right. So this is the blue card, I guess, which is the actual. This is part of. Is this part of the intro? I think this is part of the Dragon Ball Super intro for the Universe Survival Saga. This I know for sure that this part is like the blast that he does. I don't know if the combination was in it or not. I gotta rewatch it, but this blast for sure was a part of the intro for the Universe Survival Saga, the intro to the series. And then this is okay. This just his LF is what this is. Okay. So all they showed us was the blue card and the LF. Well, not much to go off of, but so here's the difference between this reveal and the Vegeta and Trunks reveal, because this is literally the same way they revealed Vegeta and Trunks. I'm wondering if, because this banner comes out tomorrow, are they going to give us some kind of like kit reveal tonight? Because, well, tonight, my time being like right now. Because the thing with Vegeta and Trunks is, I think, wasn't Vegeta and Trunks revealed like a few days before they came out, whereas this is like literally the next day. So I'm assuming that we'll be seeing some kind of reveal on what their kit can do, at least somewhat, because this is very, very, very little to go off of. Now let's quickly talk about the main issue with this. Okay, so now that we know it's 17, by the way, I hate how they put the name in this. Like I opened the YouTube, maybe next time, now that we know this, I'm not going to open the YouTube video. We'll just leave it on Twitter because the name of the character was here and I just, okay, like now I know it's 17. What they should do is they should not have the name in the title, and then like, I don't know, 30 minutes after the reveal, then they could edit the title and put the name in there. Duh, is that hard to do? All right, so let's see. So this guy is going to be androids, and he is going to be Universe Survival Saga. So this is also interesting because remember, this guy is coming out with a new tag. So is the tag just going to be Universe 7? It says fan favorite Universe 7 characters. It sounds like the new tag might just be Universe 7, which is very, very weird. Because Universe Survival, I mean, it depends how they handle it, I guess. Like, is Universe 7 literally just going to be every single iteration of every Universe 7 character? There's no way. That would just be too expansive. It would be basically every character in the game would be on that tag, right? So if they're going to handle it by just being characters from the Tournament of Power that were from Universe 7, then this is going to suck, because the team is literally just going to be a worse version of Universe Survival Saga. I guess what they could do is they could just make it like okay, let me see if I can find a good example of this. So if we go to like the one that comes to mind right away is, where is he? It's EX Sin Shenron. This is the 2nd anniversary character, I believe. This guy has a very interesting Z ability. He actually buffs shadow dragons with his Z ability. So this guy gives strike attack 20% to shadow dragons, which is a very, very interesting ability, because shadow dragons, like, this is not a team you're going to use. This is not a team that exists. So I'm thinking what they might do with this tag is they might just make, like, let's just say 17 Z ability is 35% to, let's call it 38% at 14 stars to Universe Survival Saga strike attack and defense. But then what they could do is maybe he gives an extra 10% HP to Universe 7, right? That could be something that they just provide an additional incentive to run those characters, right? And actually, if they do that, I think this guy could be pretty decent, because as we take a look at the teams here, you guys are not going to like what I'm about to say here, but it's just the cold hard facts. Let's go to Universe Survival Saga. So the Android team in Universe Survival Saga, I will tell you guys right now, neither of these teams are good. And this Android 17 by himself, because let's be honest, 18's not going to be doing anything because he's an EX character and they hate EX units. This 17 by himself is probably, I say probably because it's possible they make him the best character in the game by far, but most likely, I don't really think the 17 is going to be able to carry this team, the Android's team. I don't think 17 is going to be good enough to be able to carry this team. These teams are just way too far behind. And especially now that we have Bergamo Zenkai, like there's a way they could have made the Universe Survival Saga team like semi-interesting, which would have been to have this Bergamo be like actually good. Like if they made this Bergamo an exception and made him like as good as LF Super Saiyan 4 Goku Zenkai was, maybe not as good because that guy's ridiculous, but at least, I don't know, on the level of like the purple 17 maybe from GT, a top 8-9 character in the game, which is what you need to be competitive at this point in the game. Like at that point, sure, we have a solid foundation for the Universe Survival Saga team. I think this Ultra Blue Kaioken Goku can still be good. UI Goku can still be good. We're getting a new LF17 for this team. But other than that, like, who are you using here? You're not using Jiren. You're not using Vegeta. Unfortunately, you're not using Golden Frieza. It's just, it's a tough world here with the power creep we've been getting recently. So it's like, we had the anniversary. We had, I would say, because think about it, we had February was Jiren, we had March was this character, and then we had May was this character. So we literally had like 3 big releases. And don't forget, this Golden Frieza also came out right before the anniversary. So we had a lot of Universe Survival Saga buffs in 2022. And literally just 7 months later, now we're at a point where like I just don't even feel comfortable using this team because it's just not, it doesn't cut it anymore. So I feel like this guy released a little bit too late for this Universe Survival Saga team. Androids actually maybe could be a bit more interesting. I think tag 17 and 18, they're not nearly as good as they were. Let's just be honest. But they can still be okay. I think they can still be okay. This guy is good, purple 17, but he's not a character that's going to be like, carrying the team by himself. This Cell can be okay, but like other than this tag 17 and 18 and the purple 17, like who are you using here, right? So you're going to have, the core on androids is literally probably going to have to be the 17, the tag 17 and 18, and then this new 17. But I'm telling you right now, this is not going to be a team that's competitive with like, just normal GT, Fusion Warriors, God Key, movies, hybrids. It's not going to be there. It's not. Unless they make the 17 like the best character in the game straight up. So I think what they have to do, and the point I'm making with this ramble discussion here, is they have to give this 17 some kind of leader slot value. And I think this is a way they can do this, right? So if the new tag actually is going to be Universe 7 based off of what this is saying here, then again, they give this 17 a 14-star Z ability where it's like 38% to strike, attack, and defense for Universe Survival Saga, and then 10% HP to Universe 7. At that point, you can run him in the leader slot, and he becomes a similar character to Bardock, which is interesting because Bardock is actually the character that came out last year in the same month of January. Bardock, let's pull up Bardock, just because I feel like he actually could work similarly to this. There he is. So Bardock has a actually, this is exactly what I'm talking about. He buffs Team Bardock, right? Team Bardock is not a team that you run, just period. It's just not. So the reason why this is good is because this is actually a buff that you can make use of in the leader slot, because in the leader slot, this applies to the whole team. The whole team just gets extra HP. So I think 17, if he has the similar buff, Z ability buff to Bardock, they just replace that Team Bardock with Universe 7. You know, an extra 13% HP to the whole team, that's really good. They could legitimately make this character like a leader slot specialist. They give him the extra Z ability buff for the leader slot. Maybe they give him endurance. Maybe they give him the Goku Black treatment. You guys remember Blue Goku Black actually gets extra buffs for being in the leader slot. Where's Goku Black? I scrolled too far, didn't I? Where is he? Let's go to Blue. He's a support character, so he's probably low on here. Where is he? Blue Goku Black. Hello, here he is. Blue Goku Black has an extra buff. He's still the only character in the game that does this. Yeah, applies the following effects to self if this character is the leader. 30% special move damage, and then 80% to Ki recovery. What if 17 gets like, I don't even know. Like, let me pull up Blue Pan actually. I'm just theory crafting here because I don't really know how else they can really make this guy a valuable release. What if? Let me just see. What if this 17 gets this for being in the leader slot? He gives 30% damage inflicted to allies for the battle start for like, I don't know, 50 counts. He gives 50% support to allies for being in the leader slot for the fight. Again, you have the character that has like, I don't know, maybe give him if he has endurance, he has the extra Z ability buff for being in the leader slot, and he has that extra support ability for being in the leader slot. Guess what? All of a sudden, he's not pigeonholed to being on the Android team, or he's not pigeonholed to being on the Universe Survival Saga team, which are not really viable competitive teams. I mean, I say not viable, but what I'm talking about is not competitively viable teams. Like, you're not fighting these teams in the top ranks, right? And that's really what I'm concerned with right now. So that's, I think, the main way they can make him a viable option and a valuable, you know, at least somewhat attractive for people to summon for. I'm not summoning for this character to run on androids. I'm not summoning for this character to run on Universe Survival Saga because those teams aren't going to work. And if they wanted to make those teams work, I just told you exactly how they could do it. And another way they could have made it work is by actually, get this, actually releasing a sparking character on the banner other than 17. What if they had come out with, I don't know, who doesn't like have good representation in the tournament? I mean, I guess this is supposed to be a Universe 7 banner. What if they released like a Master Roshi on this banner as a 1% sparking character to be ran alongside 17? At that point, we now have another option for this team. All of a sudden, this team becomes a lot more exciting to run. A new sparking and 17, and you still have characters like UI Goku, who I think can still be really good. This red UI Goku, he's just been destroyed by Beast Gohan. That's the main problem with him right now. But if, like, let's say the 17's green, or a hypothetical 1% sparking Master Roshi on this banner is green comes out, all of a sudden you actually have cover for that Goku against Beast Gohan, and this Goku would be a lot more effective on this team. But fortunately, we just got a EX18, which is not really going to cut it in this day and age. So let me know down below what you guys think of LF17 being the next character. Again, he should be coming out tomorrow. I will recheck and see if they post any updates in terms of his kit details, because we don't know anything of what he does right now. But I'm at least hoping, just for the sake of this guy being at least somewhat valuable, that he brings something to the table to be used on the leader slot for multiple teams. Again, some kind of extra Z ability buff, some kind of endurance effect, some kind of support effect, something for him to be used on a team that's not already unusable, like Universe Survival Saga or Androids. So hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you all in the next one.